Everyone, welcome back. It's Ryan the Vintage Viking, and I have the rest of that book haul for you that I picked up just recently. Part of it is going to be from a thrift store. Another part is from a library book sale, and unfortunately I think I left a bag there because there were some Jack Vance Daws that I had found that I just can't find. They must have been in another bag where I just can't find it, which is a bummer. And then I have a huge amount that is from a specific bookstore. Now, this is a bookstore I've never been to. First time I saw it, I was super excited to go in there, and they had a huge section of horror and a huge section of sci-fi, and I was so surprised at how much was there. So I had to like really rein myself in on buying stuff. So I got a lot, but I could have just gone for hours, and just if I had unlimited funds, I could have just bought as many as possible. There was so much stuff. It was crazy. So I'll go through what I got at the library and thrift store first here. Let's see. So I got a few gothic horrors. So this one's Dark Villa, Dorothy Daniels. I have a pretty good amount of gothic horror now, and this one is number 4, it says. I don't remember where I put all of them right now, but I have about 2 rows of just straight up gothic horror. So I got a lot there. Devil's Sea, not sure exactly what this is, but I think it's a decent seller or goes for a decent price on eBay, I should say. Found another copy of Lair. I just read Rats, Lair, and Domain last month, and I know that someone was after Lair also, because there was a Domain that I sold last week or so on WhatNot, so I'll have that on WhatNot. Tron, movie tie-in, I already have that one, so that'll be at eBay or WhatNot thing. Alan Dean Foster, Kuzel. Look at this wild cover. It's a crazy like wraparound wild cover. So I've never seen this Alan Dean Foster before, so that's a new one to me. It says now with a flipimation. So, oh yeah, there's like a flip book in the top right corner. Wow, that's gonna be hard for you to see, I think, but let's see if I can do it. So, flipimation in book form. Never heard of that, but all right. Gary Brandner, Hellborn. Not one that I'm familiar with. It is a, gosh, I'm blind. Fawcett Gold Medal. Charles L. Grant, The Pet. I'm pretty sure this one's on the cover of Paperbacks from Hell or somewhere pretty visible. I have a copy of this already, so I will be passing that along to somebody who's interested. The Maroni Myth, I don't know. Another gothic book. Pocket Goth. Copy of Rambo 3. I like my movie tie-ins. I have quite a few movie tie-ins, so that's kind of a cool one to add to the collection. Empire Strikes Back. It is, I have probably 4 of those. Very common one. This one's just for sale. Carlos Castaneda. I just sold 2 or 3 of those. Teachings of Don Juan. Friday the Rabbi Slept Late. I don't know what this book is about, really. It says it's a mystery, and it says it was a first prize mystery award winner, so looks pretty cool. B.C. Andrews, Petals on the Wind, with the typical. Oh, that one's not a peekaboo. Never mind, just kidding. Ha ha ha. I find B.C. Andrews everywhere. I'm not sure why I actually grabbed that one, but I could pick up B.C. Andrews everywhere. They're all over the place. Richard Lehman, Darkness Tell Us. More Dorothy Daniels, same author as the other one that I showed first there. Another one, Rachel the Possessed. All My Children, not sure what that one's about either. Just went ahead and grabbed it. This thrift store that I grabbed them at, I've been trying to get into that thrift store. Like, I don't know, I've driven by it like 50 times. It's always closed. Always closed. And it was finally open. So I just went in and grabbed everything. It was like 50 cents a book. Larry Niven, Convergence series with the awesome alien cover there. Alright, I also got a Star Trek box set. I have way too much in the Star Trek section. I picked up The Devil's Triangle 2 by Richard Weiner. Not familiar with that one either. Some more Larry Niven, The Ringworld Engineers. And probably a less common one, Larry Niven's Ringworld. It's one you don't see as often. I think I found that 2 or 3 times in the past. RoboCop 2, movie tie-in. Mobile Suit Gundam. That's mostly for resale stuff. I'm not a Mobile Suit Gundam familiar. Alright, this is a cool one. The Living Dark, Stephen Gresham. And this is a zebra horror. So, that's a cool one. It's got the raised cover of the house and the wolf. Teacher's Pet, Richie Tankersley Cusick. And that is a point fiction. Some Frederick Pohl, Beyond the Blue Event Horizon. I have this one in hardcover already, so I'll pass this one along on WhatNot. Sinclair Smith, Dream Date. It's a YA horror, I believe. YA fiction thriller. I don't know anything about this, but I had to get it. Black Viking. Bill Downey. Listen to what this says. Men thought him devil. That's us. Men thought him devil, period. Women called him God, period. He towered over all in a mighty age of barbarianism. No one could fight, no man could love like the Black Viking. I gotta pick that up, right? Oh my goodness. Scanners, movie tie-in. I think I already have that one too. This is a cool one. The Worlds of Theodore Sturgeon. It's a great little pickup. Collection of his great novels. Awesome cover. Some more Larry Niven, A Hole in Space. This one's a little rough. This one's very bacony. Little bacon pages. It's got some good. It's not stained too much, but it is baconed. Passage at Arms, Glenn Cook. Is that fantasy? You know, sci-fi. Catch 22, Joseph Keller. William Gibson, Virtual Light. I've only read Neuromancer by William Gibson. Seventh Son, Orson Scott Card. This one does have a peekaboo cover. And it's kind of tearing right here, but looks pretty cool. Speaker for the Dead, Orson Scott Card. Like I said, I find Orson Scott Card everywhere. One that you don't find very often and that I'd looked for forever, never found it, and I've found it 3 times since then. Worms. So, not one that I hardly have ever found in the past, but then all of a sudden start finding it like crazy. So, Lloyd Biggle Jr., The Silent Sky. 2 of these, R.A. McAvoy's Raphael and R.A. McAvoy's Damiano's Lute. Now these are both fantasy. I have some other McAvoy floating around, so that's why I grabbed those. Another copy from Rothfuss, Wise Man's Fear. This is the sequel to, or the King Killer Chronicles #2. A.E. von Vought, Pendulum, and a DAW. So bummed I don't have those DAWs, that other bag. A.E. von Vought, The Darkness of Diamondia. Got a copy of Robert McCammon, Boy's Life. So I do already have this one. Pass that one along. More Orson Scott Card. Monkey Sonatas. It's a weird name. Fables and Fantasies. Cruel Miracles. These are not Orson Scott Card ones that I've actually ever seen, so 2 different ones than ones that I have. Some Fear Street, R.L. Stine, The Fire Game. This one's pretty chewed up. Torn up, taped up. Crowned Heads, Thomas Tryon. Douglas Adams, Dirk Gentry's Holistic Detective Agency. Found some Harry Harrison, Stainless Steel Rat for President, and that old vintage copy. Not sure about this one, but if this is if this is what the movie is based off of, I'll be happy, because I used to love that movie, Black Rain. I don't know if it is, but this is the same thing or what have you. But Masuji Ibusi, translated by John Bester. I don't know if it is. Doesn't look like it. Looks like it has something to do with art. So, anyways, that movie Black Rain with Michael Douglas back in the day, I loved. So I just grabbed that. Hope just in case. Stranger in a Strange Land, Robert Heinlein. A little chewed up at the top. Mind Hopper, James B. Johnson. Not one I'm familiar with. Some more Thomas Tryon, The Night of the Moonbow. And this one has a little cut piece at the bottom. I really don't know why they do that. Drives me bananas. Trying to remember the name of the other book that I have that's his well-known, Harvest Home, I think it is. That's the other one. Alrighty. The Crack in the Cosmic Egg, Joseph Chilton Pierce. Looks cool. Don't know anything about it, but it looks pretty cool. CYOA, Choose Your Own Adventure. That one's #1. It is pretty beat up, but if someone was really needing that one. And a Endless Quest book, Crimson Crystal Adventures. Crimson Crystal Adventures. #2, Search for the Pegasus. It's early. All right. I also got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Woo. I'm not sure what this one is. Frenzy. Look cool on the cover. Says it's a Stein and Day mystery. I just swooped it up because it's 50 cents and thinking maybe it'd be worth something. I can, throw it on eBay. We'll see. It might not be worth something. I might just redonate. The Sculptress, Minette Walters, author of The Devil's Feather. This says it's the winner of the Edgar Award. So I thought it might be a good little one to pick up. Some CJ Cherry, Rim Runners, hardcover. I have a good amount of Cherry books, and so I need to I need to go through and see what duplicates I have. I have not read Cherry yet. I need to. All right. Grab this other stack. So this is the last of the of what was at the thrift store / library sale. Little Myth Maker, Robert Aspirin, sorry. Minecraft, 3 little books, handbooks that I'll probably just throw on eBay. Those were 25 cents each. Another Goosebumps, 25 cents each. More Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, Alvin Schwartz. I have the hardcover full omnibus edition. I have each individual large trade paperback. I don't have these small ones, but I probably don't need to keep all of those. So I will pass this along, and even though it's in rough shape, it's still at least worth it to read. It's a Magic Treehouse. I have a bunch of Magic Treehouse. I bundle them all together and sell them all at once. Spine Chillers, Fred E. Katz. Like Freddy Cats, maybe? Freddy Cats. Not a Creature Was Stirring. Some Forgotten Realms. So I got this big trade size Forgotten Realms. I also got, they're over here, I set them aside. Oh, all these Forgotten Realms and Ed Greenwood's. And all these Forgotten Realms. I have a lot anyway. I have stacks upon stacks of Forgotten Realms. So, I'll probably, what I'm going to start doing, I think, is on WhatNot, I'll just make bundles and put them on the Buy It Now page for people who want specific things. Like, I'll put all my Star Trek or all my Star Wars or all the Supernatural or whatever. I have all, like, different Babylon 5 and things like that. So, Stainless Steel Rat Sings the Blues, hardcover. I think I have this one in hardcover already, so I will probably pass that along. Pretty sure. Silverberg, The Second Trip, hardcover. Pretty cool one. Not a Silverberg that I've seen before. And since you know how I order stuff online and then I get it and then I find it the next day, you know how I ordered Sea of Rest and got it in paperback? Hardcover, $1. After I've never seen this once ever, so I ordered it to read it, and then yeah, I kid you not, it happens every time. All right, I'm gonna move some of this stuff, and then I'm gonna go through the stuff that I found at the bookstore, which was what I was like really most excited about. All right, so I also forgot to mention that I did find 2 other things at that library sale. They were sitting down here and I didn't see them. I got Kurt Vonnegut, hardcover. I can't even tell what book it is really there on the outside, I mean. But it is Slapstick or Lonesome No More is the name of it. And it's got like a bunch of little like cartoons and stuff. Like kind of spread out every couple chapters or so. I'm not familiar with this one. It is a third printing, 1976, but there is no dust jacket. But it was still worth. It was a $1. So, and then also Chuck Palahniuk. I have no idea how to say it. Chuck P's Rant, and this is in hardcover. It is a first edition, 2007. So I only have Beautiful You and Tell All. These 2 by Chucky P. These ones I found at a Goodwill that were side by side. I hadn't really heard of Chuck really at all. And then everybody told me, like, dude, he wrote Fight Club. Like, come on. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I got that one too. Okay, so here's what I found at this awesome bookstore. This bookstore was absolutely fantastic, even though I'm extremely bummed, and maybe it shows that I'm really bummed that I don't have that bag. I'm actually like upset by it. I feel so dumb. Okay, I can't believe I left a bag there. How can I do that? So not happy about that. Okay, but maybe it's because I was so happy about the bookstore that I was just overwhelmed. Anyways, rant over. Okay, here's what I got at this bookstore. It's pretty awesome. This one has a little bit of water staining on the edges and some damage, but The Nameless by Ramsey Campbell in hardcover. This one I probably won't sell because of the damaged edges, but here's another Thomas Tryon, The Other. James Blish, Anywhen. Not one that I'm really familiar with from Blish, but that's cool. Some Terry Carr's Universe 3, edited by Terry Carr. It has some Wolf, some Silverberg, some Pangborn, Eklund, so 7 stories from some great guys. Tanith Lee. This is Tales from the Flat Earth and the Lords of Darkness. And I think this one has 3 books in it. 3 books. It's a cool one. So this is a cool one as well. Chet Williamson, Figures in the Rain. I think this was a special release one that was not wasn't like in the bookstores or what have you. I don't remember what it was about it. I read it online, but it is signed by Chet and has like short story collection there. I forget what the deal was about it. It was like some special release book, hard to find kind of thing. And then not only that, is it signed. So I think I looked it up, and I think it was, I think I remember there was one for like $70 not signed. So that was a good little grab. Children of the Dark, a novel of terror by Charles Veely. I'm just gonna read one little part. And then he was hit from behind, just at the knees, and felt his legs give way. As he was falling, a foot caught him in the chest, tearing rib from cartilage in an explosion of pain as he cried out, "The heat! My God, the heat!" Another hit him, this time in the face. He was falling back, the fluorescent lights above him in a white haze, and then another explosion of pain at the base of his skull, and there was only silence. That sounds pretty good. I'm kind of into that. So, Charles Veely, Children of the Dark. All right, so this is kind of a disturbing cover. Ladies' Night. Actually, the next 3 are disturbing covers. Just warning. This one's the least disturbing of the 3 disturbings. Jack Ketchum, Ladies' Night. It's not that disturbing. It's not that bad. Just might be scurry for someone who is young. Just might be scurry. All right, Book of a Thousand Sins. This one has a boob alert. Wrath, James White. It's kind of disturbing. It says, delve into the tantalizing works of Wrath, James White with this thrilling romp. It's a thrilling romp through 15 of his most disturbing stories. Let's take a romp through your thrilling stories. And this one's a little more risque, I guess. Jack Ketchum, Right to Life, a novella. I think these are all fairly rare ones too. Those three at least. The Lottery, Shirley Jackson. Not familiar with this one at all. I think this is a later written one. The Lottery and Other Stories, so it is The Lottery plus a bunch of shorts. Oh, The Witch is in here. That's cool. My Life with R.H. Macy. Oh, there's a lot. Jeez, there's another page. Okay. There's a lot. They are shorts because, I mean, there's quite a few. There's a good 20 stories in here. And it's only 291, 300 pages. So, yeah, cool. Add that to my Shirley Jacksons. I got these ones by Tanith Lee. Books 1 through 4 of the Secret Books of Paradis. I had this one, I think, before, and I sold it on eBay by itself. And I just wanted it back, I guess. So I got both of them. All right, another Chet Williamson, Ash Wednesday, and oh, that was anticlimactic. That was very anticlimactic. Wow. It was supposed to be that page. Another signed one by Chet Williamson. All right. It says, to May and Robin to chill down those warm California nights with love, Chet. So, 2 signed copies of Chet Williamson books. Kind of cool. I'm getting quite a large collection of autographed books, so kind of neat. Now this is a awesome one, the illustrated trilogy, illustrated Gormgast trilogy, has by Mervyn Peake. It has all, and it's an introduction by Michael Moorcock. So it has all 3 of the trilogy: Titus Groan, Gormgast, and Titus Alone. And this is a neat little collection. There's just little illustrated things inside like that. I have some vintage. I have 2 vintage copies of Titus. I have Titus. Why can't I find it right now? I have Titus Alone. I think I have 2 of those. I have 1 Gormgast, and I don't have Titus Groan in the vintage copies. So that's a cool one to have. I was very excited for that. That one was a little bit more expensive. That one was $20, which is probably close to what I could get it for online. But I liked that copy and I wanted it. So I wanted it, so I went for it and got it. All right, here's the paperbacks. The Mage, Owen Ratcliffe. That's a pretty cool cover. The back also. And this one is Leisure Horror. So that's a good one. Blueface, G.C. Edmondson. And I have a lot of DAWs. This is DAW number 17. So I will probably have another DAW specific show coming up because I already have like 3 stacks of DAWs and I picked up a bunch here too. So Tanith Lee, Ennickry. Super crispy clean. That's DAW number 548. The Wendigo Border, Catherine Montrose. That is Tor Horror. Andrew Niederman. So I'm surprised I didn't find Penn. Andrew Niederman, The Solomon Organization. That's usually the way it goes, huh? Oh, that is a Berkeley. Joe Hill, Black Phone. I've been wanting to grab this one. I did not watch the movie yet. Every time I'm at Target or something, I go through the books. And I'm like looking, I don't know why, because there's never really anything great there that I want. But this is the only one there that I'm always like, what's the only thing here? I should buy it because I want to buy one. but I haven't yet. So kind of looking forward to that one. John Morrissey, Frost World and Dreamfire. Trippy cover. And I don't even know what brand that is. What is that? It looks like the thing from Doctor Who. I don't know what it's called because I've never watched it, but I know I've heard of it before. Is that Doubleday? First published in U.S. 1977 by Doubleday. First published in Britain in 1979 by Sidgwick and Jackson. So, first nail paperback edition, 1980. The TARDIS? Is that what it is? The TARDIS? I think. I don't know. Ron Goulart, Flux. Got the Robo Beard. And that one is 107. David Lake, Warlords of Zuma. 535, number 535. Check this one out. The Berserkers, edited by Roger Elwood. That's a pretty freaking cool cover. I like that one. That's one of my favorite covers, I think. It's an all-new collection of fantasy and horror, 15 stories of hidden powers, madness, and the occult. That's a cool cover. Not a lot of people I know in this one, except for there's Blish, Malsberg, Lafferty, and a few other like names that are recognizable but not as common. That cover does it for me though. That's a good one. All right, some more Niederman. Curse. It's a pocket star. Like Death, Tim Wagner. And that one is a leisure horror. Some Chelsea Quinn Yarbrough, Path of the Eclipse. Tor horror. Does not look like a horror, but there's like 3 of those in here that are similar looking. Shock Lines, Warren Newton Beath. And that one is a zebra horror. Cryptozoic, Brian W. Aldiss. Which I'm getting ready to read Hot House with Brian Aldiss. And I have quite a few other Aldisses. Ron Goulart, The Robot in the Closet. 439, super good shape. Peter Valentine Timlet. I have some other parts of this series. Great covers. And this one is Twilight of the Serpent. I have several of those ones in other covers. All right, so Talent for the Invisible, Ron Goulart, number 37. Dawn, number 37. Not ones I find very often. Dean Koontz, Daw. That's not a Daw, that's a Lancer. Sorry, I have another Dean Koontz Daw in here. That's a Lancer. The Haunted Earth. Not one that I see very often. Dean's science fiction stuff. Wandering Stars. Cover Your Eyes, Children. Boob Alert. An anthology of Jewish fantasy and science fiction, edited by Jack Dan. Gordon R. Dixon, Wolfling. Look at that cover. That's pretty boss right there. My buddy Chet. Just make sure this one's not signed, since all the other ones I got. Oh, wow! Chet signs a lot. Chet Williamson, Lowland Rider. A third one from Chet signed. Oh my gosh, That's funny. To Mac and Robin, this one should make you doubly glad you don't live in the city anymore. From Chet. That's funny. Well, that's three Chets. 3 from Chet that are signed. 3 signed Chets. Chet has signed 3 times. Okay. Yeah. I'm special. All right. Time Double, Dick Barrett. And that one is nice and embossed or raised right there. I have this one already, so I will be passing this one along. It is a Lynx Horror. That's funny. Can't believe I had 3 of those signed. What are I gotta check all these now. All right, J.N. Williamson, The Offspring. I should probably go through all my books and see if any of them are signed. I usually don't look until I go to sell them on the on WhatNot. Brian Ball, Probability Planet, and that is number 40, and that is super clean. So lots more DAW. Probability Man, Brian Ball, number 3 DAW. That's pretty crazy, and it is clean. Number 3, wow. Brian Ball, The Regiments of Night, number 19. Crispy clean also. There's some Lloyd Biggle Jr., The World Menders, DAW number 15. All right, I got some Blish, Galactic Cluster. I have all these already. And the Stars a Stage, Blish. But I always pick up Blish. Always pick up Blish. Tanith Lee, The Silver Metal Lover. I don't know who that looks like. Number 476. Some sort of I was gonna say like some sort of 80s metal hairband lead singer, but I can't place it. That's what it looks like to me. Like the lead singer from the Scorpions or something. I don't know. The Day Before Tomorrow, Gerald Klein. That's number 11. So a lot of low runs here on these ones. Thomas Burnett Swan, The Mimics of Yam. That's DAW number 182. A lot of DAWs in here, I'm telling you. The Mind Block Man. That's DAW number 8, Jeff Sutton. James Blish. This is one I don't have. The Warriors of Day. James Blish. Robert Loans. The Duplicated Man. James Blish. Copy of Cities in Flight. It's a nice condition, this one. J.N. Williamson, The Monastery. Really crispy, clean copy. That one is a Zebra Horror also. Make sure it's not signed. Probability Man, Brian Ball, same one, second copy. That's number 3. Oops, grab 2. Paul Tremblay, The Cabin at the End of the World. This is my first Tremblay, actually. So looking forward to that one. I'll put that one. I'll keep that one. That's a keeper for me. All right, some more Yarbrough Blood Games. Tor Horror. This one's cool. Chet Williamson, my man. Let's see. Okay. Not signed. All right, so a Chet that's not signed. Dreamthorpe. It's a cool one though, and I think I got 2 of them in here. Anthony Shriek, Jessica Amanda Salmonson. This is Dell Horror. I didn't get it. Some John Jakes. This is my favorite cover of this one. Mention My Name in Atlantis. This is number 25. There's another version of this, and the cover is like totally dumb. It's just like a picture of a dude's face, and he's like, I don't know why. Look at that's 1,000 times better than that other cover when you see it. Ron Goulart, Big Bang. It's kind of cool. That's number 491. This one's William Railing Jr., Brujo. So, witch. Bruja is witch, at least. Brujo is male witch? It's a male witch. Wizard? Sorcerer? I don't know. Don't know. We interrupt your regular scheduled stupidity for the answer to that question, which is Warlock. All right. Like a little information you really needed today, huh? The War for Eternity, Christopher Raleigh. So Christopher Raleigh is the one who wrote The Vang, which I've read and enjoyed. And I don't see Christopher Raleigh very often, so I went ahead and grabbed this one. And I'm not sure if it'll be, you know, anything like that other one. It is science fiction. He does write a lot of fantasy stuff, or has written a lot of fantasy stuff. So, hey, another Chet Williamson. Let's see. What were the odds that another one would be signed? That would be pretty crazy. Second Chance, Chet Williamson. This is a leisure horror. A Cold Blue Light, Marvin Kaye and Park Godwin. Charter. Move some of these before they fall over. There you go. Unto the Altar, John Tiggs. So, I have a few Tiggs novels. Oh, here's the other Chet. Dreamthorpe. Just make sure this one's not signed. Okay, that's getting old now, isn't it? I think so. I'll stop. James Blish, Testament of Andros. Case of Conscience, James Blish. I just read this one January. And this is a really excellent copy. I think I just sold my copy because I found it in hardcover, so I will probably sell this one as well. Another James Blish, Case of Conscience. I couldn't believe how much Blish was there. I was pretty stoked. Robert Chilson, As the Curtain Falls. This is DAW number 98. John Brunner, The Repairman of Cyclops, DAW number 443. John Brunner, From This Day Forward, DAW number 72. Joe Clayton, The Nowhere Hunt, novel of the Diadem. I have this one already. I have this whole set of Joe Clayton, Joe Clayton, Star Hunters, novel of the Diadem. That's $3.94. Some more Brunner, To Conquer Chaos. Ooh, I don't know if that sticker is going to come off without destroying this. I'm going to go ahead and go for it and pull it off because there's another one underneath. There we go. To Conquer Chaos, number 422. Now I can see the number. All right, Terra SF, The Year's Best European Sci-Fi. DAW number 421. Not one that I see very often either. The Palace, Yarbrough. Tor Horror. John Wyndham, The Midwich Cuckoos. Another copy of American Gods, Neil Gaiman. So, as I was saying last time, I think this one was banned at one point, and they probably will go for more at some point. Conscience, Interplanetary, Joseph Green. That's one of my favorite DAW covers. I love that one. 131. Joe Clayton, Star Hunters. That's that novel of the Diadem, but not in the yellow DAW version. In the regular DAW version. Still a DAW. But James Blish, Seedling Stars. Barrington J. Bailey, The Grand Wheel. And 250 something. Stickers in the way, unfortunately. Neil Barrett Jr., Aldair, Master of Ships. 259. Nice and clean copy too. Barrington J. Bailey, The Zen Gun. 541. The Star Crowned Kings. Robert Chilson. It's a cool cover also. This one's a little more valuable. 161. I don't think that's one you find as often. Tanith Lee, Quest for the White Witch. 276. Tanith Lee, Don't Bite the Sun. What a freaking cool cover. 184. That is a great cover. So cool. The Jagged Orbit, John Brunner. A lot of Brunners too. It's an ace. All right, The Invisible Fire, Pat Graverson, Fawcett. The Mask, Owen West. That's not creepy. Whitley Strieber, Black Magic, a sensuous, mind-shattering novel of terror. Pocket horror. Cool cover. I like that cover too. Ron Goulart, Space Hawk Inc. 132. I have that one already. All right, some more Blish and All the Stars of Stage. I think that's the second copy. Dean Koontz, here's that DAW, number 12. Darkness in My Soul. That's the first DAW Dean Koontz that I've found. Ron Goulart, The Panchronicon plot? Panchronicon, yeah. Panchronicon. I'm going with that. 231. Gordon Dixon, None But Man. 266. So many DAWs. Crazy, huh? Joe Clayton, Ursid. 306. Barrington Bailey, The Pillars of Eternity. 474. Last stack. Promise. Miss Denning and the Mythical Beath. Mythical Beath. What the Mike Tyson is going on? Mrs. Deming and the Mythical Beast. Faith Sullivan. Wow, that's a lot of sin there. Tor Horror. All right, this is a cool one. Beastmaker, James V. Smith Jr. And that's a Dell Horror. So many good ones in this store. I couldn't believe it. Michael Moorcock, The Fire Clown, not one that you see ever. I've only seen this on Matt at Bookpilt's channel, and that's the only place I've ever seen that book. All right. Unreal. Like, seriously unreal. 2 copies of Devil's Day. Like, that just doesn't happen. I've found this one other time, and I have a hardcover copy of this, but this is not a common find, and to have 2 of them in the same place is kind of crazy. So Devil's Day, James Blish. Devil's Day contains the 2 final books in his trilogy. Black Easter it has in it, and Day of Judgment it has in it. So not a common find. Very awesome. That is the finale to his trilogy, even though it's 4 books, it's a trilogy because that last book was printed together. James Blish, Seedling Stars. Probably Delaney's one of his most well-known books, Nova. And then another crazy find that just doesn't happen, Dr. Moralibus. This is the first book in that that trilogy I was just talking about. Or no, sorry, this is the second book. Case of Conscience is the first book that I showed earlier. So those three together make the trilogy. And then a separate book by itself, Day of Judgment, which you don't ever find this either. So crazy. I would love to have this copy of Black Easter also. That would be killer. I'm probably going to hang on to this one in hopes that I find the Black Easter version as well. So that was the rest of the book haul. I still have those boxes to open up. I have 6 boxes sitting right here to open up that I want to go through and see what's in there. Should be science fiction and horror, supposedly. And so I'll do that shortly. Thank you guys for hanging out, and I'll catch you on the next one.